Hello droners, I just want to share my experience about my DJI Neo the other day. So as you can see, I was flying in the shore doing some drone shots, and then it is about, I think, unfortunately I don't have a screen record for this, but you know, you will see what goes wrong here. So there it is quite a distance, so I bridge my drone. I stop there and then check, it is indeed over the waters. And then that time I was actually trying to fly sideways to get some panoramic shot, but unfortunately it is out of angle. Okay, so as you can see, it is perfectly fine flying. That time it was like I have sufficient GPS signal. I make sure that before I flew my drone using the RCN3, I get enough satellite. Okay, not red, not even yellow, completely free to fly, no warning at all. But suddenly, as you can see, that time it went wild. I was no control over my Neo at that time, and I was thinking, yikes, it is definitely going to land. There, as you can see, it went wild. And you can see there is no breeze at all. There is no breeze, there is no wind, there is no gust. And luckily, I was able to see it before it lands. And I move it like sideways and up, as you can see. And just right there, it went normal again. It went normal again. So I'm guessing that once it is stationary over waters with something like, you know, a reasonable distance, I think sensors is kind of messed up, the bottom sensors of the Neo, and then together with the GPS, it's something like messed up. So unfortunately, I don't really have a screen recording for this because I'm confident. I flew my Neo for quite some several times, and then I was confident doing dronies, doing quick shots over the waters like drone, etc. And suddenly it went like that. I don't know, and I have just updated it uh, to the latest firmware version, and then you know this is the first time I've experienced that. It was really risky, and I was thinking that time, yikes, I'm going to lose it, definitely going to lose it. But luckily, before it goes down to the water, I was able to save it and move it sideways and upward to the shore. So, like DJI said, just avoid flying Neo over the water because it is a selfie drone, it is a vlogger drone, it is not meant for aerial cinematics because of its uh, size. It's under 250. I think it is 135 grams. But as you can see, there is no breeze at all, there's no gust. I make sure that before I flew or I fly my drone is I I I I, I assess the environment, I assess the wind, I I use some app like UEV UEV flight assistant to see if there is gust, wind or breezes, something like that, and just to be safe. and I was perfectly doing the droning, but suddenly it went white like that, and it is not a very comfortable experience, because at that time, you know I palpitated quite a bit, and thinking that I'm going to lose it, or not just lose it, and I'm going to drop it over the waters. And that is salt water, my friends. And definitely, once it reaches, it touches salt water, and it's soaked for quite some time, it's gonna be a dead end. It's gonna be the end for the drone. So now, as you can see, it is perfectly flying. GPS is perfectly working. Unfortunately, I don't have a screen recording for this. I hope I was able to, you know, record this, not just from the drone, but also from the screen recording of my phone. But anyways, you know, this is quite an experience. So to all DJI Neo, folks, users, owners out there, just be careful flying the Neo, because, well, if you can afford the risk, or to risk your drone, or if you are subscribed to DJI Refresh, I think it's up to you. But for me, I think, for for the likes, for the most of us, we wouldn't do that. Okay.